Here's the stinker. Say hello. Okay. Oh, there you go. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, whether you're new here or not. I got Dobie, my little sidekick here, and I'm gonna start this reading vlog. So today is Friday the 14th of May, and this weekend I decided to do a reading vlog. I start an internship in a week, and I need to knock out some books before that. So I really wanted to do this like 3-day little reading vlog. It'll be like short and quick probably. I want to read 3 books, but I think I'm only gonna have time for 2 because I still work over the weekend. But I am already like 3/4 of the way through the first book. I'm currently reading An Ember in the Ashes, this whole series, and I'm only on the 2nd book, but I'm almost done with this, so I think I can finish it this weekend. But the main book for this vlog is gonna be The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Pinner, and I have wanted to read this since it came out. I think it came out like a month or 2 ago, maybe 2 months ago, and I'm excited for it. And it's only like 300 pages, I think, so I don't think it'll be a long read. I've already read a little bit of it. I'm on page 47, so I'm not even that far in. But I will give you guys a quick little recap or summary already of The Lost Apothecary. So basically we have 2 point of views. We have Caroline, who is present day, like this time frame, and then we have Nella, who is the late 1700s. Nella, from the late 1700s, owns an apothecary shop that was handed down to her from her mother, and her mother used the apothecary shop for good reasons, supplying healing medication or potions to help women in general. Just, she mostly sold to women. That's what her shop was all about, supporting women. And then it got handed down to Nella, and Nella, uses her apothecary store mostly, Dobie, your head's in the way, mostly for poisoning people. So she is a murderer, but women come to her asking her for certain poisons so they can poison their husband or their mistress's husband or some dude, really. Honestly, everyone comes to Nella to ask for poisons to kill off a man. Fast forward to Caroline's point of view, the present day point of view. She is currently in London on her 10-year anniversary with her husband, but her husband actually isn't with her because the day or 2 before the trip, like while she was packing, she found out that he was cheating on her. And I do want to say, this is not a spoiler. This is in the cover of like the summary of the book, so I'm not spoiling any of this. It says right here, she's newly grappling with the searing betrayal of her husband's infidelity. So I'm not spoiling that for you. It's very clear from the first chapter with Caroline. Me editing really quick. I forgot to mention that the character Caroline, who is in London right now, because she found out about her husband's infidelity, she is taking this London trip by herself to kind of find herself and find her reason in life again. Her husband would have been with her for the 10-year anniversary, but he's not anymore because she's a bad bitch and wants to find herself again. I just wanted to say that because I totally forgot to mention why she was in London in the last clip. I will update you guys at the 50% mark of this book, just so you, maybe I'll spoil something. I don't know. I probably will do spoilers because it'll be easier for me to talk so I don't have to hide anything that I want to talk about, but I will let you guys know when those spoilers come. And again, I will be reading A Torch Against the Night a little bit. I mostly just want to finish The Lost Apothecary this weekend, so I might put this on hold. But I do have a 3rd book that I kind of want to read this weekend, and I don't think I'm going to get to it, but let me go get it because I forgot to grab it. Ooh, okay, the 3rd book is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I've showed this book many times in past videos, so it's been on my TBR for a really long time. Not a really long time, it just came out, but you know what I mean. Okay, it's been, I bought it when it first came out, so I've been waiting to read it, and I have not even read the summary. I don't know what it's about. Probably won't finish it, but I plan to read some of it. I don't know. I'm just kind of winging this video. I will see you in the next clip. Okay, it's still Friday. I have read a little bit more of The Lost Apothecary. Not much. I'm still not even that far. I'm gonna try and get halfway through tonight, but I do have some cooking to do. And I'm really craving muffins for some reason, so I might bake something, but I'm not sure. So anyway, just a little quick update besides my cravings. I am loving Caroline in this. She is the present day point of view. I am loving her character. I can tell her self-development. She's a little rocky right now, finding out that bad news about her husband, and she's kind of down in the dumps with her job. She's been in the same job for 10 years, kind of forced into that job because her husband thought it was the most stable for her. I can just tell she hasn't had to make a lot of decisions by herself. She's relied a lot on her husband, and now that this tragic thing happened and he was not loyal to her after 10 years, you can tell she's really struggling with that because she's never had to answer for herself, but now she's taken it back. I can see some sentences Sarah Pinner sneaks in there where you can see Caroline's self-development already, and I can just tell by the end of this book she's gonna be one bad bitch, so I'm excited for that. What else was I gonna say? Honestly, that's all I really wanted to say really quick. I haven't really gotten that much further in it, but I'm about to go home. I'm about to close up the gym. For those of you who don't know, I own a gym with my partner in Virginia, and I'm constantly here. So I'm constantly sitting at the desk or talking to members. I always have time to read, and I'm very thankful for that. So I did read a little bit today, and I plan to get halfway through tonight. So I will vlog a little bit when I get home. Okay, I just got home from the gym and I am going to cook some chicken, some panko chicken. I've got everything out, but I can't read and cook at the same time. So I went onto the Libby app, and I don't even know how this happened. I can never find stuff on Libby. My local library is very limited, I guess. But I did find the audio version of A Torch Against the Night. So I am going to listen to that while I cook. I'm also going to cook some muffins, and hopefully I can get a good chunk of that out of the way, because it's not that I'm not liking A Torch Against the Night right now, but there's a love square going on, and I want to take that love square and just rearrange it because I'm not liking the love square that's going on right now. I wish that, I don't know, it's just frustrating. And my biggest pet peeve in any book is when there's a journey, like from point A to point B. Like they have to get from point A and travel through mountains and desert and all this stuff to get to point B, and it takes up half of the book. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that drawn out traveling and adventure almost. It's not adventure. Nothing good is happening. But I don't really like that. I'm not enjoying the second book as much as the first one, and I'm a little disappointed, but I'm still gonna listen to it and I'm still gonna finish it. So I'm gonna cook a little bit and listen to my book. Okay, it is almost 10 o'clock and my bedtime is usually like 10:30, so I'm getting pretty sleepy, but I'm gonna finish the chapter I'm on in A Torch Against the Night, and then I will read a few chapters of The Lost Apothecary, but I will not update you guys until tomorrow probably, just because I am exhausted. One thing I will say about this, it's picking up, of course, in the last few chapters, it's picking up, but I won't say that I like it better than the first book, because I don't. But I'm still excited to read the third book next and see how that goes, but I'm ready to be done with this one. It's been dragging on a little bit for me. It was definitely a slow burn, but anyway, I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's Saturday, and last night I left off, I think I was so tired last night. I did finish A Torch Against the Night, I continued listening to it because Brock was watching some UFC fights or whatever. I don't know what he was watching, but I just put in my headphones and started listening because it's really hard to read when you have someone watching these very loud fights next to you. But I did listen to A Torch Against the Night. I finished that, so I'll start the third probably this week. I forgot what that one's called, but and I did read a little bit more of The Lost Apothecary. I'll give an update on that one again at the 50% mark, which I should get to today. I'm gonna read a little bit more while I'm at work. I'm about to leave for work right now, but yeah, I just wanted to peep in really quick and tell you that I finished A Torch Against the Night, and it ended so well. Like I said, I don't really like those point A to point B books where it's a slow burn and they're traveling through the woods and the desert and they're taking their time and they're building fires and they're hiding from a group of people and then another group of people. I'm not a fan of those. I just want to get to the point, and the end of the book got to the point and I'm happy with it. So I'm excited to read the third book, but yeah, I'll peep in a little bit. Okay, I'm looking really like orange right now and tan because I did some self-tanner earlier and still have to shower it off, so don't mind me. But I'm about 65 or 70% of the way through The Lost Apothecary, and I'm really liking it so far. I'm enjoying that. There's actually 3 perspectives now. There's a 12-year-old perspective from the late 1700s, just like Nella. So now it's Nella and Eliza, who are from the late 1700s, and Eliza's just so cool. I think she's really like such a cool character and very smart and intelligent, and for a 12-year-old, she's pretty badass. So I will say there's so much power behind women in this book, and I really like that. I do think it's a little messed up that the apothecary shop is used for poisoning men, but hey, these men seemed sketchy at the time, so whatever. But I think Caroline's perspective from present day, she's in London searching for this apothecary shop because she found a little trinket during this thing called mudlarking. I don't know what that really means. It's like when people go out in the water and they look for lost items, as in like treasure or like finding lost things. And she finds this vial with a little bear on it, and that was it. And it was like a pretty odd little finding that she had. So she takes it to a library and she goes searching for where this vial came from, and it ties back to obviously Eliza and Nella and her apothecary shop. So I think it's such a neat little book, and I'm excited to see the ending because I don't really know where it's going right now, but it is neat seeing their little story. So that's it for now. I will finish it tonight probably. If I don't finish it tonight, I'll finish it tomorrow morning, and I will check back in with you then. And then I will probably get a few chapters into the Midnight Library, but that'll be the end of this little vlog. I'm sitting here playing with some silly putty. But that's it. So I will see you guys soon. It is Sunday morning. I am eating breakfast, drinking water. Last night I did finish The Lost Apothecary, and I think I'm going to give my thoughts in a little bit. I kind of want to wrap them up. But I rated it 4 out of 5 stars, if that tells you anything. And I'm making coffee right now. That's what that noise is. And Dobie will not stop chewing the pillow. I'm going to read a few chapters of the Midnight Library today. I don't think I'll be able to finish it today, sadly, for this vlog. But if you follow my Instagram, I will be posting a review on it probably in a few days, like 2 or 3 days when I do finish it. I will check back in with you for a final review in just a little bit. I thought I would just let you know that I did finish it. I ended up taking the cover off because that was annoying. Okay, I've got some wet hair right now, post-workout, it's time for a quick little recap on The Lost Apothecary. Like I already said, I did give it 4 stars. I really enjoyed this book. I'm so surprised. One, like I said, I never read the inside cover to figure out what it was about when I bought it. And I kind of like doing that. It leaves it fun surprise for me, but it was not fantasy. And I thought it was fantasy. I mean, look at the cover, right? Like, I thought this was a fantasy book. It was not, but I really enjoyed it. It was, I would consider it like just a contemporary something, because it wasn't like, it was kind of a mystery, but it wasn't, because you saw the point of view of the killer, so you knew who it was the whole time. But all of the perspectives that you got, Nella, Eliza, and Caroline, were very, very different, very unique. Nella, the apothecary killer, she was very antsy, very full of worry and anxious, and whereas Caroline was strong in her own way, but definitely timid and kind of stuck in her own ways. She was definitely content with her life until she found out her husband was cheating on her, and now she's like, what the fuck do I do? It was kind of this back and forth like fight with her inner dialogue, and I really enjoyed that. And Eliza, the young 12-year-old girl who becomes companions or friends with the apothecary killer, Nella, she is so strong, so intelligent, unique, and overall, probably my favorite character in the book. She was just so cool to read. Again, I loved the plot. I wasn't really expecting the little twist at the end. I don't think I'm going to talk about that, because if you do read it, I want you to be able to find that twist out yourself. But I will say, this is a little spoiler, so fast forward like 20 seconds. The ending really pissed me off. Not the ending of the book, but one part of the book really pissed me off. Caroline took the vial that she found and threw it in the river, and she's doing this whole, or not the river, I forgot what it is. She's doing this whole like research project on it, and she got into Cambridge and everything. Like, she's gonna be studying it because of that vial. Like, she's studying the apothecary murders, and she threw the vial in the water where she found it. And I'm like, girl, that could back up your thesis so well. Why not keep it? That's what started it all. And she threw it in the river. So that kind of, I was like, I didn't really like that. You know, keep it for your study. But anyway, besides that, I thought it wrapped up really nicely. Caroline kind of figured out for herself that she doesn't need her husband, and she applies to Cambridge and is gonna study there, just like she wanted to 10 years ago. So I really did enjoy this book. I would definitely recommend it to you or a friend or anyone watching. Dobie probably wouldn't enjoy reading it. But other than that, that is it for The Lost Apothecary. So I'm just gonna go put it on my shelf. But other than that, the vlog's kind of over. I'm not sure how to do reading vlogs, so I'm not even sure if this was good or not, but oh well. Okay, I'm eating some sweet potato and I'm closing up the gym right now. I got about 60 pages into the Midnight Library and I really like it. I love the concept of it. I think that I'm not going to talk about it because I might talk about it in another video, but if you've read it, comment down below, let me know. Actually, I lied. I am going to say something about the Midnight Library. The chapters are like 4 to 6 pages long, and I love it. I'm loving it's kind of addicting too, because you are reading a chapter, or you're reading a page, you flip the page, and then you're like, oh shoot, the next chapter is right there, so I might as well just read one more chapter. And then you read that one, and then it's like, oh shoot, that was only like 2 pages, so now I gotta read another chapter. And then eventually you're reading 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chapters in a row. You're just reading like a lot. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna close up the gym. I will see you guys next week. I'm not sure what video is gonna be next week. I also start an internship in almost a week, so it's gonna be a fun summer. like, subscribe. I know this wasn't technically the best reading vlog. I didn't vlog very much. I just kind of picked up the camera when I got to a percentage in the book. Next time I will try to vlog more of my week and weekends, or like what I actually do and like how I have time for reading. But okay, I'm peacing out, but catch you next week. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna eat my sweet potato.